In this lecture, we'll be taking a look at how to create table spaces. It's important to know that Amazon RDS only supports Oracle Managed Files for data files, log files, and control files. So when you create data files and log files, you can specify the physical names. So if you're familiar with Oracle databases and you have managed Oracle databases before, you can manually manage your database files and change the names. However, with the managed files, you have no control over the file names. By default, the table spaces in RDS for Oracle are a big file with auto extend on. The maximum size for a big table space is 16 TB. The table spaces will be created with auto extend enabled and no maximum size. So because of these default settings, table spaces can grow and consume all the allocated storage. So I recommend that you specify an appropriate maximum size and permanent and temporary table spaces, and that you carefully monitor space usage. So even though you can create small file table spaces, it's recommended that you don't use them because you can't resize a small file table space. However, you can add data file to a small file table space. To create a table space in Oracle RDS, you can use the create table space command, or you can do the same through the graphical user interface, which will generate the script to create a table space. So let's head over to SQL Developer and take a look at how we can create table spaces. So whenever you are creating a table space, you must be connected as the admin user or a user with similar privileges. So what we're going to do first is that we're going to be generating the script to create the table space using the graphical user interface. This makes it a lot easier for you. So we are going to create a DBA connection. So select the plus, select OK, expand storage, and under the storage section you should be seeing the option that says table spaces. So if you expand the table spaces, let me scroll up, you'll see a list of default table spaces. So to create a table space, right click table spaces and select create new. Because Oracle RDS uses managed data files, we cannot specify a name or directory for the data file. So let's remove the specification. Now on properties, we can choose the file type as big file type. We want to select online for the status. So in the online state, the table space will be accessible. For the login option, you have three options available. You have login, no login, and file system login. Now when you enable login on the table space, you have the option to perform data recovery. While if you disable login and say no login, you are choosing performance over data recovery, so you'll get better performance out of no login. So this means that things like update and delete and insert statements will not be logged. For segment management, select auto. For the default parameters, you have the option to enable compression. However, we're going to keep the default. So in a case where you have like a table that contains archived data, you may want to enable compression on that table space. Now let's look at the DDL that will be used to create the table space. So let's copy the DDL script and select OK. If you look to your left, the table space is created. When you select the table space, you get a summary of all the information that is related with the table space. If you look on the SQL tab, you'll also see the statement that can be used to create the table space. To check the configuration of table spaces, you can query the DBA table spaces view. So if we execute this, you'll get information on how the table spaces are available within the database. So we have a temp, which is our temporary, an undo which we discussed earlier, the sysaux, and the system. You also have the RDS admin, which is not necessarily a default per se in Oracle databases, because if you create a regular database, you will not see the RDS admin schema. So as you can see, all of these table spaces are big file table spaces by default. To resize a table space, you will use the alter table space command and specify the resize parameter and the size you want to resize the table space to. So let's execute this. The table space was resized successfully. In the next lecture, we'll be taking a look at setting default table spaces.